Ready for a ride, Blue? Ready for a ride? Are you going to sleep? Hey? Going to sleep? Yeah? You good girl. Now she's definitely going to sleep. Now you're doing that. Good girl. Okay, so off we go again at the beginning of our hack, and Molly is in on the absolutely beautiful Blue. Really beautiful she is. And do you know what, guys? She's quite big. She'd probably be a good 14.3 at least. I just asked Molly what she thinks she is to the eye, and Molly said 15.1. So that gives you a good idea of how big she actually appears. So she'd be a good 14.3, definitely, if not bigger. So we've just set out, and obviously I will continue videoing as always, but we are a minute and a half into the hack, and Molly is up front on Blue. Obviously I'm with the good old faithful Duke, and Blue is confidently hacking out front. She is only in a snaffle, no martingale, and this is her first ride with us. I've got 7 years of history with her, and I will bring that info throughout the ride. Okay, obviously you've got the fantastic view as always on this type of video in, and that's usually the big peachy backside. I'm not on about Molly's, by the way. So do you know what, I really hope to get some good videos from the ground of Blue, because she's absolutely beautiful, really beautiful, and you can really tell when one has been looked after, as she has. Absolutely stunning she is. And as I say, she's a great stamp as well, because she's a real good cob stamp, but she isn't overly heavily legged. So yeah, a nice stamp. She kind of she would be good for anyone who is wanting something sort of cobby and all the benefits that come with being a cob, the substantial hardy type, the comfortable ones to sit on, but not one that's like ridiculously heavy legged, where you are dealing with an abundance of feathers all of the time and all the issues that feathers bring. And you know, some people just don't want a cob that heavy. So she kind of is that middle ground. So she really is a nice stamp, and she's quite unusually marked, and you can see that from here with the colour on the left and side of her tail. And you know, these videos, what you've got to understand, guys, is they're not videos that we've spent weeks or days or hours or whatever of hacking around and doing things with these horses before. I am literally bringing you the video as they are with us. So although you have seen or may have seen Blue on our page, this is actually, she's not been with us at our yard, and she's actually spent the last month, 5 weeks just chilling, turned out in the day, in at night, but not any ridden work. And quite often a lot of our horses are like that now, because we don't have all the staff as we used to have or anything. It is kind of a one in, one out basis, and it very much depends on what availability I've got. Sorry, I was talking away and it had gone off. Yeah, so it depends on the staff availability, really. When I say staff, I mean we are literally just a family doing this. So there's myself, my mum, and my son Kyle, and Molly, who is Kyle's girlfriend of the last God knows how many years. She's kind of just adapted this way of life now. So it does depend on what we've got on as to how many I have in at one time, because we just don't have the capacity to be riding lots of horses every day. So it would make no sense for us to have 1 million horses around. Right everyone, I've actually put my phone on airplane mode now so we won't get interrupted. So yeah, the horses sometimes, especially those of them with long histories, traceable histories, we will obviously put them live on our page. And Blue only actually came to stay with us yesterday, so this is her first hack out, so new surroundings. And as I was saying, these videos don't come after weeks of riding. These are a new horse in new surroundings. You see them as we see them, as you would when you get them home. So we will get on with the hack as as we do, and I will keep bringing you some video clips. Obviously I will give you as much information as I can throughout this hack. This is pretty much what we do when we go on this route, is more so we can get as much info over to you guys as possible. I'm just waiting at the junction, and as I was just saying, as I was saying, you see these horses as we do, and Blue is one that's coming off not being ridden for the last 5 weeks-ish, 5-ish weeks, and we just get straight on and go. No turnout. Obviously since she's come here she will be turned out, but usually we have them for a few days where we can whilst we're riding them, and it really does help traipsing up and down fields, catching horses, which takes so much time. It's much easier to muck their stable out, but they do go out, obviously with us at this time of year especially, but we don't have unlimited grazing, so we do have to be careful what we're doing. So we're straight out on the road. You can see that the traffic's passed. Blue is happily taking the lead, and for the last 7 years, guys, this mare has really done her job for society, definitely for the riding community, that is for sure. She's taught many people to ride, both adults and children. She's also taken those adults and children further into their jumping, cross country, sort of all-round riding club type activities. Previous to that, she had done quite a bit of jumping, actually, a bit of show jumping, so she really is an all-round type. So I'm going to bring you lots of videos over the next few days where I can, but honestly I believe this horse will be snapped up, and if she isn't, I really don't know what you'd be looking for, because if you're looking for this type, she's just beautiful. Just a lovely looking horse. I will also do as much video sort of off the ground as well, both off the ground from a riding perspective and off the ground from a handling perspective, attacking up, all that general handling. I try and video as much as I can just to give you guys as much insight as possible, because the more you see, the more you can decide whether they are for you, or if they're what you're looking for, or if they're not, because I know it's a minefield out there and there's so many horses and so many variables for you to consider. So the more videos I can get, the better. Okay, so we're heading off down our little bridle path ride, and what I was actually going to point out is, bearing in mind, as I was saying, you see these horses straight out on the rides as we take them. You're not seeing a horse that's been doing this ride for the last how many weeks, months, years, or whatever. This is literally their first ride. Oh, the pony on the left, Mo. He just pops him or her pops the head over. He's going to run alongside you to the left. Mark can see her coming. I know. Takes me off what I'm saying as well. Oh, he's coming. Look, little monster. You're very cute. Yeah, doesn't give up the whole way down either. And then you've got his mate coming. We have cows on one side of us and the horses on the other, so yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, that you see these horses as we do, and what you will find, especially because the dynamics of what we do is changed, as in we're just like a family kind of base now. We've had, over the years, we've had it where we've had multiple staff. Very good staff, by the way, staff that I actually really miss, you know, not just working but personal level, but you know, times change, and now, as I say, we do it sort of with less numbers, and you will see that a lot of people that are doing my job, a lot of the riders are trained riders to do this job. They are experienced, they've got a lot of experience and training in riding and all different sorts of horses, so being a very versatile rider, also, you know, being able to read situations before they happen, a lot of feel, know what to do in certain situations. They know how to give the horses reassurance, how to be firm but fair with them. The list goes on. And what you'll find now is our Molly, who's actually only really been riding, well, definitely since she joined us, and she's with Kyle, but that was on a lower key basis as well. So I'm not going to call Molly a novice, because that's unfair on Mole now, because you would say that she's past that, but she's definitely learning every day, you know. She's not grown up with horses, it's not in her blood, she's not worked with horses, she has had her own horse, a little cob, for some time, but she's not had her own horse for years and years. You know, she's not got that years of experience. The experience she has got is very valuable and good experience, but again, I still wouldn't, although I'm not going to put Molly in the novice category, we're not going to say that Molly's a professional rider. She's not trained to do this, so really Molly would be the person that would be buying these horses if she was looking, if that makes sense. So you are really seeing a very real, and what's the word, just reality view to these horses, as if you've had them. I mean, you imagine bringing a horse home, buying a horse, having them not been sat on for 5 weeks, bringing them here within 24 hours, this is them, you know, because that's the reality of it. And that is why I like to do the videos, because it carries so much more weight than just a written description, because at the end of the day you can see for yourself, and you can also obviously see how the horses are, and how they react in the environments, and just decide if those are, you know, the horse you're looking for. And my advice is, if they are, don't hesitate, because honestly, blink and these are gone, especially once we bring these sort of videos and people can actually see them in real life, so to speak, through a lens maybe, but you know, it's real time. This is now. This is, I don't know, what is the date today? Wednesday. No, it's past the 4th, the 5th of June, so like that's now. So yeah, what you see is what you get, and we try and do as much with them as we can whilst they're with us. But obviously we also have videos and history with these horses. And you know, when you've got such a good history as a horse like Blue, we can just get on and go. You know, it's a calculated risk, guys. Every time you get on a horse, it's a risk. When I turn around to canter, no matter how quiet Duke is right now, let me tell you, you'll still light up. So we're always taking a risk when we get on these horses, but you know, there's a calculated risk, isn't there? But you know, she's got fantastic references. Blue has. I've got videos of her in previous home. As I say, the same home, 7 years. So 7 years history with her, and she's actually been on a riding establishment, so she has passed her yearly vet check as well. No negative medical history at all, definitely none that is known, no vices. She's currently barefoot, but she did have front shoes on, but again, that's personal preference. She's very good to load and travel. Right guys, we'll catch you on the other side. Canter, after not being ridden, and you've got the horses bombing up to the right. Let me show you. Oh, you can't see over the hedge. Just wanted to show you so you can see, oh they slowed down now, just how good these are. And you've got the cows on the left that are running. And there you go, stop nicely before we get to the end. She looked like she had the cutest little can. She looked like she was in a little outline. Yeah. You've got the horses on the right and the cows on the left. Right, so you saw for yourself guys, from walk trot into canter, back down to the walk. Saw what a good girl she is. What you might see throughout the week is Kyle may ride her, which is a shame actually, because Kyle's so tall. It makes the horses look ridiculously small, but I have actually just took a photo of Molly on her. So I will post that. If you haven't seen it, drop me a message so you can see. I took the photo from the ground so you really can see size wise what a good size she is. But obviously when Kyle rides, he's 6'2" nearly, and male riders, tall upper body, they just make them look smaller. But he definitely can't ride Surprise because she's only 13 too. So if they go hacking together, it will be Kyle on Blue. So but you know, as I was saying, she's actually done the job of kids as well as adults, so she will take a child, clearly an adult as well, and she's a really good size. We haven't put a stick on her, but as I said, I would say probably a good 14.3, but Molly thought 15.1, so you know, if she might even be 15 hands, to be fair. A really nice size cob. Oh, Jupe. Right, I shall catch you. I shall video something if we see some traffic on the lane. I think I've rabbited on for so long, I don't really know what else there is to say, other than the fact that if you are interested, drop me a message. I have got our other videos available, and there will be more coming over the following days. But honestly, if you think that she is suitable, I really wouldn't hesitate. Molly's one-handed then, I don't know if you could catch it, but it's nice to see them just tacking along on an easy rein after they've had a canter especially. And you know, there was no explosion of excitement or anything, but at the same time she went straight off and cantered when Molly asked, but she didn't go before she was asked, which is what you want to see, to be fair. So again, another reasonably priced horse with us. You get a lot of horse here for your money, to be fair guys, a lot of horse, you really do. I would say she's going to be money very well spent, very well spent. From behind. Right. If we get some more traffic, obviously I will video. She is very good in traffic, guys. All our horses are traffic proof. We do show you them in traffic. They are tried, tested, and definitely ticked off on that module for sure. That is an absolute imperative part of what our horses are, because you know we do a lot of hacking as to you guys, so they've got to be good to in traffic. That's essential. Right, so we are at the end of our ride, everyone, and I am going to see I'm going to put this video together so you can all see all of her info on there. And there'll be lots of videos coming up over the next few days. But what a lovely horse she is. Now I just want to show an important part, because when I've got the video here I'll do that. And it's good to see them separating. So obviously we've stopped here, and it's a really good show of character of horse, to be fair, because you would totally understand, and it's perfectly acceptable if the horses want to stop, have a loop round, hesitate, try and turn round, whatever. That's normal, you know, as long as they'll go. But the ones that just carry on regardless on the same rhythm, don't even break her rhythm, doesn't even break her footfall, straight off on her own. I think that is absolutely priceless. I really do. Really do. So that's our Blue, showing herself to be what she is. I will keep the video on till she has got around the corner, so you can see that there's no hesitation whatsoever. We'll lose a bit of quality of because I've zoomed in, because she's actually really quite far away. I'll zoom it to normal, the normal lens, and you'll see how far she's gone on her own. And also you'll find when they go around the corner, sometimes they'll look back. Nothing, gone. There you go. But yeah, that's how far she's gone. He doesn't need to be told twice to have a munch, eh, Dupe? Right, thanks for watching, guys.